Okay, we are live. Well, I'm live. Hey, everybody watching on playback. Um, Allyson couldn't make it tonight. Oh, look at this here. I'm going to be just on for a little bit. Maybe hanging out, chit-chatting a little with those in chat if anybody shows up. Maybe do a few card pulls. We'll see how the night goes. Um, but hey, Moira, first in chat. Hello, my dear. I'm doing solo tonight. Allyson couldn't make it, so I thought instead of canceling, oh, excuse me, I would just come out and hang out and chat and maybe share some of my new cards that my sweetie got me the other day as a gift. So, how was your week, Moira? Between the eclipse and everything else, this was a very interesting week for me. You're number one. Yep. You're still the one. Da, 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 da. Still the one. Remember that song from the 70s? Busy? Yeah. Yeah, between the eclipse on Monday and then Tuesday, the state inspection, which I passed. But I do need new tires, which is going to be about another almost $800. Hey, Kaylee. So, yep, going solo tonight, Kaylee. Unless you want to pop on and hang out with me for a bit, let me know. I'll throw the link into the chat. No pressure, of course. Yeah, Moira, my anxiety, between everything's been through the roof. What is this on my hair? What is that white? Or is that just highlights? I don't know. I just wanted to throw my hair up into a little thingy. Still got my painting clothes on from earlier. Um, but yeah, the eclipse itself that day wasn't bad energy wise. I took a bath with some nice Dr. Teal's eucalyptus and peppermint or spearmint um, foaming bath, which was nice. Just having dinner. Oh, okay, no rush. I got this is what my sweetie got me, the Unfolding Path Tarot by Athene. Whoops. By Athene Noctua. Not sure how you pronounce it, but it's a very fun, inclusive deck. I'll probably use it for maybe one of my thinking outside of the box shows, or because I doubt this would be an investigative tarot kind of deck. Um, but some of the art I wasn't quite crazy about, but then there was okay others that because typically for me, like the High Priestess is the one that does it for me, is like a killer, just like it's a deal breaker. But it's very inclusive. The suit of wands are all African American. The swords are a like a I think well between like Caucasian and some Asian. I mean, it's just beautiful how they've all just been. I mean, look at this Two of Cups. That is so sweet. I absolutely love that. Um, and this Queen of Swords, she looks pretty badass. Don't want to mess with her. Lucy Liu. Kind of makes me think of, um, yeah, this dude too. So I like the modern take on. It's kind of like the Light Seers. I there's some cards I like on the Light Seers, but it's just so popular. It's just like maybe someday I'll get it. Um, me, but right now, this is lovely. Ace of Pentacles. I just really like the color and I like the design. Usually I like a card to fill, I have issues sometimes with borders and most cards have borders. But this one here was creatively done, like a watercolor splash. So that doesn't bother me at all. It's very creative. And the backs are lovely too. I like those. I just can't really write notes on the backs of them because what I've been noticing, different authors will have different ways of using words, and I've been noticing a lot more words now. As Moira and Kaylee, from me doing the poetry, I'm grabbing words now that I typically don't use or see. And hey, Karen. And let's see, the Tower card's pretty cool in this deck. And Wheel of Fortune is fun. I like that. That's pretty cool. My favorite card for me in this whole deck is the High Priestess. And I love this Seven of Cups because it's always like Seven of Cups is always like, ooh, delusions, illusions. You're living in a fantasy world, but it's also about choices. And I love her expression, like, So I love the expressions. I love the different ethnicities. I mean, look at this. And I love her expression. That is the cutest. I love that. Wait till my friend Amanda sees this deck. She's African American. And now this one here is interesting. The Magician. It has a very strong native feel to me. I'm a little hesitant on just kind of the representation because in a lot of native culture, there's something known as the skinwalker. And they're individual sorcerers who practice, dark magic against people. And I'm not saying that's what this card is representing. This is, really very interesting the way it's done. But for me, it kind of has kind of like it's a double-edged sword for me with this card. But I don't know, he's kind of cute too. Hey, Isadora, how's it going? And everybody coming in. I'm solo tonight. Kaylee might be joining me shortly. Uh, Allyson had a long day today, and so she's, I think, taking a nap right now. So it's been a very crazy week for a lot of us, and I love. This is my favorite card out of the whole deck. Look at this High Priestess, and I just love the fact that she's a crone, and of course she would be a high priestess because high priestesses have full of wisdom and knowledge, and it's just it's been around long enough to really learn a lot about life's lessons and seeing the way times have changed, how people have changed, ways of thinking has changed. I mean, just an absolute wealth of knowledge in our what's the proper word in our elderly community. Our elders are, you know, um, they're our source. They are our, to me, kind of like spirit guides in a way, because of all the life experiences that they have had. They're the teachers, the mentors, the ones that we really should acknowledge and respect and go to. And I'm not saying that young people aren't smart or people different ages, but a lot of times elderly are just kind of discarded, you know, and they're the ones, who you gonna call besides Ghostbusters, but people who have been around and have seen how the world has changed and has seen how things have played out and the lessons they have learned, not just from their lives, but the people in their own families and friends. I mean, it's invaluable, you know, their wealth and their knowledge. And I love this world card. It's just beautiful. I love how she's curvy, a healthy curvy, and just long dark hair, kind of how I feel right now at my age. And oh, hello, Fatima. Hello, hello. Our elders are revered. They should be. Um, and of course, those who may be short sighted or may still hold on to um, closed minded ways of thinking, but still, there's a respect that needs to be there. Um, they made it this far, and a lot of our elders during my time, they have been through a lot. Some, we still have people in our communities who remember the depression, They knew what it was like growing up poor. Just all different world events, myself included. And Moira, I agree regarding the Seven of Cups, daydreaming and imagining. What's wrong with that? Nothing. And maybe instead of daydreaming, maybe put in brainstorming, manifesting, I don't know about manifesting. That would be for like a different card, but yeah, daydreaming. What's wrong with that? That's thinking outside of the box, as my friend Kathy would say. And the one who inspired me to do the thinking out of the box show. It's just kind of like trying to see past, and like what Spiritual Rain and I were talking about in the tarot cards, and things that we grew up with. Oh, and look at this. I know I'm kind of, but look here. Let me just do that. Look at that beautiful Empress. Oh my God. Yes, she's pregnant, and pregnancy doesn't always mean, you know, fertility and creativity, and pregnant with ideas too. But whoops, where am I going here? She is just so beautiful. Absolutely adore that card as well. And this beautiful Ace of Cups. I love that. That is so beautiful. And yes, beautiful is the word again tonight. Um, oh, and check out this Four of Wands. How cute are these two guys? Oh, OMG. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love it. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. What is it called again? I love that. It is The Unfolding Path. And I was actually looking at a deck flip through for Chris Butler's tarot deck, Healing Light Tarot, or Guiding Light Tarot. I can't remember, but I wanted to see, what that one looked like all the way through, because that's one I have on my list. And so I wanted to see it on on the TV screen so I could see the cards better. And so Shan was watching, and I go, well, let's look at. Then they threw up a couple other ones, and this one was in there. And I said, oh, can I look at this one too? Some of my fellow readers have mentioned it, and he was like, sure. And then we were looking at it, and he's like, oh, I like that deck too, And he goes, you should get it. And when we saw it at Barnes and Noble the other day, that's pretty cool. Oh, and I like her. Look at that. She about to kick some ass. Open up a can of whoop ass. The Six of Pentacles, yes. Just really. There's people from India. There's people from the Asian countries. There's, African American. It's just a beautiful. Oh, and look at this Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Holding a plant. Plants take time and love and energy and nurturing to grow. And that's what I love about the Knight of Pentacles. It's one of my favorite cards. Well, actually, some of these can address, certain issues. So maybe I could use it as part of my investigative tarot. But I might hold that back. Isn't that cool? And if anybody has a card that they particularly love, that's their favorite, let me know. And this one here, this Two of Wands. It's like the Nike jumpsuit. I had a purple one when I was younger, and my Nike shoes. I know these aren't Nike shoes, but I had a Nike that had a rainbow swoosh on it. So I just love how she's ready to head out into the world, start jogging. She's got the whole world in her hand. Oh, and this card too, the Three of Cups. Isn't that sweet? And I should probably get caught up on chat. I don't like light seers, but I really like the pocket size. Yes, hello, Fatima. Making sure I say hello to you. Hello, Odelia, my dear boy. You two had a busy weekend last night. A shower and a wedding. Hi, Nancy. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you again for our talk. It was so nice. I got some rough news today about the apartment. As everybody knows, that I've been the ongoing, apartment saga here. Feeling outside of the box. Did I say feeling outside of the box or thinking outside of the box? I meant to say outside of the box, thinking. Ready when you okay. So copied. And anybody else who has a channel would like to join, Kaylee and I, go right ahead. And it's in there, my dear. Such a special deck. Yes, and I didn't know. I was like, Nancy, you have to see this deck that I got. And she was like, oh, I have that deck. Hello, Ramon. Hello, hello. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. I think today was a full work day. So people coming in, the Healing Light Tarot, this is the Unfolding Path tarot that I watched earlier this month or last month on a flip through, and Jan was like, "Oh, you should see if they have it at Barnes and Noble." When we were there the other day, and I'm like, maybe." And so he's like, "Oh, let me get it for you." And twist my arm, saying no. It's like I told him, I go, I need another tarot deck. I need another card deck. Like I need a hole in the head. He goes, well, you really don't need a hole in the head, but yeah, you need another deck. It's just so yeah, flipping through here. Oh, Ramon, there's some very cute cards in here. It's very inclusive. Some of them are a little dark when it comes to the skin tone because then it's kind of hard to see the face features. But still, the colors are rich. The colors are vibrant. And look at that little black kitty playing on her lap. So, the link is in the chat. Any of my fellow readers would like to join me. And here is.
Hello.
And yes, they do. Barnes & Noble carries Oracle and Tarot decks. And typically in this area, they have always been in the very back, or then they kind of got put off to the side a little bit closer. At my location, when you walk in and you're in front of the registers, there's a whole front of like autobiographies and some new releases. And then directly on the other side, boom, there's the metaphysical, the paranormal. They got turnstile of Oracle and tarot cards. So it's yeah.
When my mom was down in the States, my parents were down in the States for a month in Florida, and they went to a Barnes and Nobles, and they actually brought me back a deck. It was on clearance for like $3, but
which one was it?
Here, I can grab it.
And I love this one here.
I took it out of the box because I don't like keeping the boxes. I find them just like hard to store, but it's.
Oh, Nancy and I were talking about crystal decks today.
This one's actually really nice. I love the book, honestly. Like it has descriptions and stuff of each of the crystals.
Very nice. Hello, TK.
And then,
my dear.
I need to find a better bag for the cards, but they have.
I like the pictures when they include pictures of the crystals.
Yeah, they're a little bit flimsy and thin. Like you can tell they're kind of printed cheaply, but for what I want them for, I didn't have a crystal deck at all as far as like ones with pictures and stuff. So I can use these, like on my altar or anything like that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Aside from the weird mask, the masked man, he's kind of good looking. The Thief of Hearts, maybe. Yeah, the Fool card is really interesting too in this deck. It's holding balloons and butterflies, and that's one of the things I was talking to Rain about on her channel. Going over what cards that we don't like, our cards that are not our favorites in the deck, and for that reason. And for me, I was talking about one of the things I want to mention was that it's not that I don't like, I dislike the Fool cards. I just don't like the name of the card, the Fool, because to me, the Fool represents someone who is, I don't want to use the word stupid, but it's like the card is supposed to be about a leap of faith, taking that chance, following where your heart is, where your passion is. That's not foolish. That's, and so for me, the word fool gives me the connotations of, oh, you're such a fool. You're such an idiot. That's stupid. Why would you do that? that kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I were to redo a tarot deck, I would definitely um, name it something different because it's a journey. And so
Right.
for me, it's like spiritual journey or the journey person or, the
Trying to.
explorer, the traveler or something like that.
Does this one have the Fool in it?
Ollie. Oh, what are you
See, I
talking?
don't think this. Because what number is that one? I'm still learning them all. Would it be normally 1?
0, the fool.
So yeah, so this one doesn't have the Fool in it. This set anyway. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it does. I'm curious what the card looks like in
And my
this one.
Sacred Circle one, which is based on the pagan and Wiccan, Wheel of the Year, their
Mm-hmm.
full card, their Zeal card is the Green Man, which is pretty cool. Let's see, did I miss? Let's see, Karen says, I have 2 crystal decks. I want the collect beer and read one with the faces. See, Karen, that throws me off. I don't like the faces. There are some cards decks that she's got where Jenna put the faces in them, and to me, it's just a little offsetting. And to see the crystals with all these faces in it, for me, it was off-putting.
I'm still learning the tarot, but like, do all decks have the artist?
They should. No. So which deck is that? Is that the Fool?
No, it's not. It's this one here.
Ooh, yeah, I like that deck. That's one of the ones that's been on my list too.
But they have it's one I've always liked, but they have one of the cards is the artist, which I think is.
Let's see, that's 23. I think that's the world. That's the world card, isn't it? See,
maybe they did it instead of the world card, but no, this one does have the Fool in it. It is listed in the book. I'm just trying to find it.
And in this deck, though, I'm going to show really quick. The only card that I really don't like in the unfolding path is the Devil. I mean, I don't know. He looks kind of ridiculous. To me, it's, it doesn't, to me, represent really. It just looks glitzy gold, fashiony. But at the same time, it's just, I don't know. I still get the message across, but it just doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, like this deck is just so shiny. Like there's the Death card.
Oh, no, the Death card is cool.
But let me see if I can find the Fool for you. Watch it be the last card I pull.
Oh no, the World card is.
I absolutely love the High Priestess in this one. It's the one that they have on the cover of the box.
Mm-hmm. She's cool. For me, that's a make it or break it for a deck.
Well, and I like the Hierophant in this one too.
Well, kind of Christian white man in a beard, but yeah,
I don't know. To me, he looks like Santa Claus.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go. Yeah, Karen 21. That's what I thought the world. So that must be like additional cards that were added to hers.
Oh, here we go. The Fool.
Because it only goes as far as 21. The Fool, that's cool, but I don't like the name of the Fool. To me, that's like,
the Sun card is like one of the ones with the most gold on it.
Yeah, those that's a cool deck. Nancy said there is something about that deck. Fogo Pogo reminds me of my mother. I use it when I want to connect with her. Which one is that, Nancy?
So is it the one I'm looking at right now?
The High Priestess one, maybe?
And I love the backs of the cards too. They're very pretty.
Yeah. Pink and green, the color of your heart chakra.
Yeah, actually.
I have that deck, yeah, I can even talk right. It's been a long day. I have that deck, Kaylee. It's beautiful. Yeah, they're extra cards, Moira. Yeah, they're
It's my only tarot deck, actually. Well, I technically have 2, but it's... Well, actually, no. That's the lie. I have 2, but the other one is that lenticular one, and I feel like I can't use it. So...
Yeah, it's funny what people like and don't like. It's just personal preference, personal taste.
I guess this one I connect with. Like, it seems to come more easily. The other one I got because the cards were pretty. I still need to work with it more.
Let's see. They're talking about, Collaborator Reed's books are good, but she writes too much in them. I can't remember all that information. Sometimes it's just like, holy crap, that's a lot of information to try to memorize. Hello, Mousy. I'm trying to catch up here with
because they have the Fool in this one too.
Let's see. Oh, the moon card. So let me find the moon card for you, Karen. It's I kind of feel I like the moon card, but there's a
This is
you
the other
know.
deck I have.
No, you
I've
can't come
shown
up there.
most of you before, I think, but
Oh yeah, the that come in and out. So where's the moon card? There's the Hermit in this deck is cool. It's a woman. So I definitely like the Hermit in this deck. And this one here, I tell Shan, this is my Shan card. His beard's longer than that, but that's him saying.
I like it. Yeah.
No, I don't want to. No. No, you can't come up right now.
He's wanting to come up, is he?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Oh, and check out this victory card, everybody, for the Six of Wands. I love
that's
this.
an awesome card.
Yes, I think from what I read in the book so far, this whole deck was a process that took 10 years. So everyone asking me when am I going to do one. That's cool. It's going to take me a while. Oh, and the Lover's card. Oh, you know what's so funny about this Lover's card is that when I was in college, I actually met people like this. She was was a local Native American, and she was as white as milk, red hair, pure Irish girl, and you know his family had some issues with him, dating a white girl, but they loved each other. So when I saw this, I thought of my former two classmates from college, and I wonder if they were able to stick it out after all these years. And this the Three of Wands, instead of waiting for your ship to come in, she's on the ship. She's the one that's holding the sails, and she's at the wheel in a way, and she's guiding the ship on her own. So I absolutely love that one. But I'm looking to look for. Oh, look at this! Is so cute. The Three of Pentacles.
Karen wants me to find you the moon card in this deck, so I'm looking for it. Oh, there we go.
And I'm looking for the moon one in here.
There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's how I think a moon card should look like. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like she's daydreaming about something there.
And I love dancing, and they actually put a ballerina for the Eight of Pentacles. Her warming up and getting ready to start her dance class.
What actually got me to buy this deck was this card. The Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, that's on my list. Now, where is the moon card? Okay, here's the moon card. Looks a little scary to me, but I'm kind of like kind of like Black Lilith, kind of, but or Dark Moon Lilith, whatever you wanna. But no, I still think this is a really cool card. I love the greens. I love the flowers. So there's that one here.
If you've seen Candace's fan, this is the deck I used for her tarot cards on her fan.
And Moira, this is the back of the decks.
Ooh, I like that.
But the author and the person who created this deck is both the author and the artist. So this was all her work. The star card is interesting. So that's the star.
They say these ones are more fun.
And who was? Oh, Rain. So I don't know if Rain's going to pop in, but Rain, if you watch this later on, I'll send a picture. For her, a lot of the Eight of Wands just doesn't really feel like there's a lot of movements. They look like they're just like sticks, in the middle of the card. You don't get a sense really of movement. This one you do. He's like wands like a
skateboard or a surfboard or something. Yeah. Actually, the Disney movie, what is it? Treasure Planet or whatever. The guy almost has like one of those, like it's a solar kind of surfboard kind of thing, and that's exactly what it reminds me of.
The Knight of Cups.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Hey, Ramon, this kind of looks like you a little bit.
I was gonna just say that actually.
The Queen of Cups, a little bit of a fuller figure lady.
Oh, I love that. As you said, inclusivity, right?
Mm-hmm. And look at the Sun card. No creepy babies. We got voodoo.
Very true.
So yes, I like. Let's see, the Knight of Swords. He's kind of fun.
I like the Knight of Coins in this deck. just because you're talking about inclusivity. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it with my light. There.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what Ramon said. That's cool how they move like that. And
But
it's
she
nice
has.
that
I
the
can't.
knight is a female. I like that.
I can't remember the name of the skin condition, but it's where they like you lose some pigment. So they have that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a model or something that has.
Mm-hmm.
Like anyway.
And I have a card with somebody like that too on it in this deck. And Ramon said, I was just saying, wow, that guy is cute. I'm flattered. I said, I look like Ramon. Let's see. Another card. And this I love this 10 of Wands. That really gets across the idea of just being overweight.
Yeah.
We've all had those bags of groceries where we bought
I was just gonna say,
too much.
I'm doing it in one trip.
No, am I supposed to get that up here? Again, the World card. She's really curvy for people coming in. Alopecia. So I thought that was for the hair loss, but
yeah, alopecia. But there's, I can't remember. There is a specific name for it.
Oh no, there it is, right there. I don't know how to pronounce it, but
yeah, vitiligo, I think is the way it's pronounced. But
and Ramon, check out this card here, the 4 of Wands. I absolutely, these two are just so cute.
Yeah, they look like they're about to hug, like they're out having a good time.
Like, come on over, we're having a party.
So I've looked at these cards before, and this is the first time I've noticed this. So this is the Page of Wands.
Mm-hmm. And there's a little dragon on top.
But it's like a plant. I think it's a plant growing.
Oh, it's a plant?
Yeah, it's like it's like a little seedling. It's like a little seed like growing out of the tip of the wand. It's cute. I just noticed that.
Now this is different. Usually with the 6 of Swords, you see somebody in a boat and they're moving across the water. They're moving to, calmer shores, a better place. So this card here leaves me like, I don't get it. She's in the water. It looks like the boat's not moving, and then there's a puppy in there. So for me, that doesn't feel like a true, or gets across this the idea of a 6 of Swords. But still, the artwork is lovely.
Isadora, yeah, they are basically a hologram. Like
they're holographics. Yep.
Yeah.
And I still love this one here for people coming in.
Yeah, me too.
7 of Wands.
Reminds me of the Wakanda or whatever, the Disney.
Mm-hmm.
People wondering what deck I'm looking at here. It's this one here. I'm going to actually, it's one of the first flip throughs I'm going to do on my channel.
Oh, and I love this Hanged Man. Well, it's just called Hanged.
Oh, I love that because it's like the ribbon dancing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. She's a little tighter, like I have when I was a little girl, but she also got the silks there. So, yeah, I love that. Hey, Amanda. Oh, Amanda, you need to see this deck, girl. Shan got this for me at Barnes & Noble. It is completely inclusive. It's such a really cool deck. I'm glad you popped in. Everyone, this is my girl, Amanda. We've been best friends. Well, yeah, we've been best of friends for over almost 30 years now.
Oh, wow.
I met 95, yeah. Amanda, check out the Sun card. Isn't he adorbs? Kind of makes me think of Darren a little bit. Our friend Darren. Let's see. There was one in here. Oh, I got to show you. Oh, and Amanda, doesn't that make you think a little bit of Andre when he was younger? I was totally going through this deck and seeing people that I knew. Hold on, let's see. And I don't know if you saw this one, Amanda. Check her out. She cool? 7 of Wands. I gotta find that girl. There. Okay, Amanda. Look at her. I totally see this is you. Especially when she does her hair curly. This really reminds me of when we were younger. So I just love that. But yeah, Amanda and I've known each other. We met. We were both students at Buff State, and here we shared all our personal business, but I just got a job as a security guard at the Albright Knox Art
Mm-hmm.
Gallery. And I had signed up to take this Pagan 101 class
Mm-hmm.
at a store called, Strange Brew in Buffalo. And I went there for the first class, and she was there, and she was letting us know. She goes, "Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to come to class. I kind of lost my job today. I'm a little bummed." And I was like, "Hey, security's still hiring at the Albright. Go on in if you want, fill out an application, put me down as a referral." And she got hired, and we've been friends ever since.
Oh, awesome.
And that was 95, the summer of 95. Yep. Oh, it was Wicca 101. Gotcha. With Bree Foxon. And Bree Foxon was actually Silver Ravenwolf's teacher.
Oh,
So
cool.
I learned, basics from Silver's teacher. And I think Bree still lives up in Western New York and Wilson, Amanda. I haven't talked to her in a long time. But yeah, Amanda, this is my friend Nancy. This is Kaylee right here. She's hanging out with me. She created her own Lenormand deck with
Yes, I did.
her artwork. This is Karen. She's a poet, reader, artist,
I have a painting I'll have
mom.
to hop on and work on with you at some point.
Yes.
I haven't sketched out. I haven't done any paint on it yet, but it's sketched out.
And this is Leah. Hello, Leah. Yeah, I had my live painting session with Jonathan Daly today.
Yeah,
And
it was
oh my
fun
God,
today.
Jenna was amazing, wasn't she? I cannot wait.
I subscribed right away.
Just I can't wait till she's on with Nancy and I, and she can talk more about, because she studied anthropology in college, and she was explaining how the earlier cards before tarot, the Marseille, was actually based on the Empress was a real woman, and then she was talking about original goddesses and what their names and what they represented and what they were visually, and how they all changed once
You should do like a Friday or Saturday night thing and have her come on and just.
Oh my God! Most definitely.
Like around, what do they call it? A round table or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My glasses are off right now, so I can't see anything.
I'd love to have her on today. I'd love to have her on a Friday too, with Allyson and I.
Moira, you should definitely watch it back, even if you just listen to it while you're doing other stuff. It was very informative. It was really cool.
Yeah, Jenna's an author. She has 2 written books. She does these workshops and these retreats. She went to Iceland and she was sharing her stories there. But I mean, she was just so down to earth. Absolutely adored her. And I saw somebody else. Hello, Lori. I saw you in there. Thanks for popping in. For people, Allyson had a long day. She couldn't make it tonight, so Kaylee has joined me to hang out for a bit. Let's see. I tried to get out of ironing all my summer clothes.
No.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's been warm for most of the week, but it's supposed to. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be freezing cold again for like a day.
Yeah, it dropped down to like 45 today.
Yeah.
We had rain, wind.
Yep, it rained for 2 days. Yeah.
So for people, and Amanda, you can hear this now too. For those everyone knows what's been going on, following the story with the apartment and everything. Shan went over today to find out if we could just do month to month in case one of those low income, other places that were on the waiting list for were to come through. And how now we're supposed to be in a income based housing unit already. If we wanted to go a month to month lease instead of signing another year, they were going to charge us an extra $200 a month.
That's terrible.
That would have been well over income base. We don't even know how she would be legally allowed to do that. But she told Shan, nope. She goes, your rent, which is already almost going to be about $800 because she told us we are getting another rent increase. And if we want to do a month to month, it would be another additional $200 on top of that. So we would be paying over $1,000.
The cost of like apartments and stuff here, like even here in Ottawa,
it's ridiculous.
Stupid. I'm lucky because I rent from my parents, but I have friends. They're in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I think it's $1,300 or $1,400 a month, and that's cheap.
Yep. And that guy is still here. And
Yeah.
we had the police here again today for somebody else. We had like a cruiser and a regular car, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, and so we got to sign another year. But after next year, we're out of here. I told Shan, not staying in New York. Time to go,
Mm-hmm.
oh boy. Heather, move here. The housing is great, and I bet you can get in quick. Income base here too. I don't know where there is, Leah, but it's just too late right now. We're going to be, we don't have the money for movers. We're not packed and stuff and whatnot. But we're just going to have to dig our heels in. We know that Archangel Michael's protecting us, and you never know. Maybe Shen might hit that Powerball, that lottery.
Well, no.
No, who knows? So Leah, you lived in housing for 9 years, so you get it. So it's crazy. It automatically goes month to month. Yeah, you're just going to charge us an extra $200, and we're already paying. It'll be over $1,000. Here, Toronto is
And she
over
could
two
do that because
thousand for a 1 bedroom. I believe it.
she knows you don't have another choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she felt she could do it because she knew you didn't have any other choice.
She knows people like me are here, and that's our situation. Let's see. Karen said it was a windy day. Yep, same here. Blew a power
Yeah,
line
Fatima.
down.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Fell on 6 parked cars. Oh, good lord! I'm thinking, oh, the poor trees. Everyone with their
Yeah, that's
cars.
Toronto
Yeah,
for you, though.
yeah. She's only 2 hours away from me. For that much, you can find. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So we figure that gives us a year um, to get bills in place. Me get caught up on my cards. I have my friend in Oregon is part of a Zoom group, and she has people in
Oh,
her Zoom
perfect.
group that live in Southern Oregon where we want to go. And she said that she'll reach out to them, let them know we're good people. We're trying to find a place. This is our situation. Whatever information they can give us, or any numbers or contacts to help us network, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So just gonna have
And that's the
to.
way to do it. The networking, it'll be somebody who
Hmm.
knows somebody that.
That's what we're hoping for. Yeah, they are abusing it. Yes, they are, Leah. Hmm. And there's people in this building that are dealing with bed bugs too that they didn't bring in themselves like we did, and she's refusing to help anybody. We're just being told that we're the only ones that have it. So yeah, this place is getting away with a lot of shit, and I even called the housing department and I called the health department, and they said nothing we can do. And I'm like, yeah, because
Yep.
we all know everybody's in somebody's pockets, unfortunately. I'm in
Mm-hmm.
Lake County, Illinois. My grandpa was from Illinois, so was my grandma. Very cool. So, how was your week, Haley? This is
Oh,
what Allyson and I talk about.
I took Monday off for the eclipse. Other
Yeah.
than that, just a regular work week for me. So I go into the office Tuesday to Thursday. My week next week is going to be kind of a little bit crazy, just because I'm actually doing my first Reiki Master class on Sunday.
Okay,
So
so
by
you're
the end
going
of the
for your
month, I
Reiki
will
level.
have that done. And then I also have my Celtic shamanic class on the Monday. I'm going to be seeing Jen that day as well in the morning. And then I'm seeing Tanis on Tuesday for a session with her.
Yeah,
So
very nice.
I
So
usually
you got a
joke with
lot
her
on
that
your plate.
she's going to end up getting fed up with me because I'm seeing her 3 days in a row.
Which I can see my Kathy 3 days in a row. um, I got to talk to her yesterday, and I'll probably talk to her sometime on Monday. And let's see, Isadora said, "Be careful. My daughter's roommate got scammed out 2,300. Yeah, that's why if you go to places like Craigslist and stuff, they always make sure you do not send money or anything. Make sure that the
Yeah.
the things are legit. And what we're going to do actually is there's a guy on YouTube who's a realtor, so he's selling properties, but he lives in I think he lives in Medford, which is near the town of Ashland where we want to go. And then there's of course the Grants Pass area.
Mm.
And he says, "Do you have any questions? Feel free to text me." email me,
Hmm.
and be happy to help you out. So he's going to be another
Hmm.
source too. Even though we're not buying a house, a lot
Right.
of times renters, landlords will go through realty companies, and then maybe he can give us, some insight. But yeah, everywhere I look, it's over $1,000 for, you know, a one bedroom, two
Yeah.
bedroom, especially in Oregon and stuff. I even look back into Flagstaff where I
Hmm.
used to live, and it's the same. Everything's because it's a college town. It's
Right.
over $2,000 because they know there's
Right.
kids with parents with kids money that they're going to be willing to
Yeah.
pay that kind of, yeah. So I just got to stay positive. And Leah says you will love your
And Leia,
session
yeah,
with
I do enjoy
Tanis.
my sessions with Tanis.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
see
I
Tanis
see her at
anymore.
least once a month. So yeah,
Yep.
she does social night once a month, and then I see her once a month for like a one-on-one. So
Why, Fatima? There's a 60-year-old woman living in a bus shelter.
yes,
Her landlord raised the rent. She can't pay it. See, now that should not be, you
and
know.
shelters are over full, and yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, so even though we're having a rough time right now with these people and how dirty the outside and the inside of the building can sometimes get,
Yep,
at
count your
least we
blessings, right?
know, yeah, that's when those gratitude lists
Yep.
come through. Um, so it's
Oh, here's
unexpected.
something
You're
interesting
breaking
that
up,
happened
honey.
within the last couple of weeks. I don't know if you've tuned into any of the shows where we. Oh, it's probably my internet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so over the, I guess within the last month, I've mentioned it a couple times on a couple shows with Tanis, but we actually channeled a new healing modality, and we're
Oh, really?
slowly kind of, yeah, we're slowly getting information
And where's this coming from?
on it. So it's
ETs?
Syrian.
Okay.
Um,
I was gonna say
yep,
ETs. Yep.
yeah. But yeah, no,
Is
it's
there a
just been
name
really
for it?
interesting. We're Nigira, so Ni, it's like capital Ni and then capital Gera, which means
Hmm.
we've taken it to mean like Ni being no, and then Gira being shadow or darkness. People are anybody that's kind of received it has said it's a very kind of pulsing energy. It's very strong. It's not like Reiki or any of like the more subtler kind of energies. It is very ET. Um,
Hmm.
but nobody's ever had like any adverse reactions to it. So
Well, as long
yeah,
as
it's
it's
just been,
coming from a place of light and
it
love,
is.
it can't it
Yeah.
can't do really any harm at all.
Well, and I've
That's
been
what I learned about
successfully
Reiki.
able to channel some more information for her too, and actually like within my mind they've appeared to me like the actual ETs. So that's been kind of cool, and I've been able to draw them and stuff for her. So
Hello, Viviani. Welcome, welcome, my dear. Um, let's see. I think we are
that's been the
all.
fun part, is the channeling and stuff like that, but being able
Mhm.
to actually sketch her out the visuals I get. The kind of benefits of being an artist, right?
Yeah.
I can be
I
like, I can't
mean,
describe it to you, but give me a pencil and give me a second.
I don't know if she's still in here, but and a real good artist is my friend Amanda. She can sit there and sketch, and I mean her ability to draw is
Hmm.
just amazing. And I'm really hoping that you know she gets her butt going. I'm talking to you if you're still in here. Get your butt going and start doing your beautiful artwork again, my dear. It's amazing what she can do when she puts her mind to it. It's gorgeous the work that she does.
Hmm.
Um, So, already, I think we're all caught up with hellos and whatnot. I don't have really much more to go on this Sunday. Jeff and I will be back again for another poetry. Oh, and I did get up. Yep, she's still here. I'm trying. I know you're going through a lot, my dear, right now, but you're extremely talented, and many people have told you that, just not me. So,
Hi, Cat Mama.
and there's Claudia back for some more. She was hanging out with us during our live painting session. So thanks for popping in. So if people hang out with us on Sunday, they've been seeing a gentleman that goes by 999 ASMR Tarot. and his name is actually Bill.
Mm.
And Bill actually reached out to me today, and Bill is
Okay.
coming to, not this weekend, but on the 21st, Bill will be joining Jeff and I on
Okay.
Sunday for poetry, and we're going to be focusing on
That's exciting.
acrostic style poetry writing. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And she said hi to everybody.
Well, and I think in about 2 weeks I'll be launching my channel, so that'll be exciting.
Are you going to be doing? Yeah, your birthday's. That's right, your birthday's coming up too. So is that going to be your first show? Is your birthday? Very cool.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be on the day of my birthday. It's likely going to be the day after,
Yeah.
so the 28th.
Yeah, because Kaylee still has to do her very first live.
Or either that or the 26th, the Friday. But
yeah, Ramon still.
I thought I might try
first.
posting like a recorded video of. Yeah. I thought I might try and do a recorded like card pull for the collective that I'm considering doing. I thought I might do it for the week leading into it,
mm-hmm.
and then do the live video on that weekend.
Very cool. And what do you mean? Do tell about your show. I don't know if you're talking to Kaylee, but Kaylee has a channel called Woo Woo Wonderment, and that's where she's going to start doing her live shows soon. And Kaylee has also joined Jeff and I for poetry. She has created. If you go and watch Tanis and Michelle Marie's live shows, and you see them use the fans, those are all handmade, hand painted by Kaylee as well. She's a very creative young lady. So there's a slight delay, so I'm going to give it a
I'm also
seconds.
knitting. I'm almost done a blanket. So.
And she knits. Sorry, I'm trying to like wait for you to catch up so that I don't speak over you because of the delay. Okay.
Yeah, it's my crappy internet. It's Friday night. Everybody's online.
Yeah. And Cat Mama did her during the eclipse. Damn, girl. And during Mercury retrograde? Man, that's bold. That takes some bold nuggets right there, my dear. But
yep.
I can see you pulling it off, though. And hello, Sharon Rue is here. Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot. Hello, Sharon. It's been a while. You got to come on. We got to do a show. It's been forever since I read with you, Sharon. And I like reading with Sharon because her and I
love listening to Sharon.
Her and I tend to vibe a lot. We get similar cards, and our readings seem to flow really well. She's
Canadian too, I think, right?
Yep, all the way over on the other side in British Columbia.
In BC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see, Karen says, I'm writing a Villanelle poem right now. I'm not sure if I remember what a Villanelle. We had to do one of those in college, but this is going back into my early 20s, so good luck trying to remember that. She says, I have no fear. And she says, it went great. I remember when I was on a slower internet, people won't talk over it. It just happens. Yep, I'm Canadian, eh? Yes, you are. So let's see, it's 8:54. Oh my God, it's almost been an hour. Yes, we do, my dear. So Kaylee, do you want to just do some personal readings for folks?
Sure. Yeah. I can grab a couple
out
of
our
decks
tarots
down.
or our oracles and see what we get.
Yeah. Sure. I'll have to stand up here and grab them, but yes, I'm game for that.
So, as always, no third party, legal, health, or political. Because we are not doctors or health providers, physicians, and third party. You just don't really want to go into another person's, privacy without their, permission. That's a little icky. But we couldn't maybe look at
things are flying
energy around certain questions. So put them up there and we'll see what we do. Let's see. Chloe says, I am ready to get my woo-woo Wonderman on. Most definitely. And so was Kaylee.
I'm thinking I'm gonna call all of my watchers Wanderers.
What was that?
Gonna address everybody as Wanderers. So they'll be like, hello, Wanderers. How are you?
All the Wanderers. There you go. I like
It's like woo-woo wonderments, so I'll call them Wanderers, yeah.
I wonder, wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love.
Well,
Yes,
one of the things that popped in my head the other day is I love reading, so I thought I'd maybe one of the things I'll do on my channel is book reviews that are kind of linked to the the woo-woo side of things.
That would be cool. Yeah. So, just shuffling till I see a question. Okay,
Who's first?
Cat Mama has just went ahead and posted. Yay! What do the cards have for me today? So I'm going to grab a top and a bottom and
Perfect.
see what we get. Or, oh, no. We'll stick to, ooh. Alrighty. So I am going to grab my book here because this is another author's kind of look at, and I want to see about the Six of Swords with her being in the water. Because that's what you got, Mama Meow. Transition, moving better. Meow. Oh, she doesn't say why she's in the water. Okay, well, for you, the top card I have is my favorite card out of the whole deck. It is the High Priestess. And there she is with her scroll, her beautiful pomegranate, and all those lovely lines in her face, that beautiful gray hair, her knowledge, her wisdom. So your message for today is you are full of wisdom. You are full of knowledge. Be sure to, or continue to, tap into your intuition. Kaylee, when you shuffle, could you just mute for a second?
I can mute myself.
Okay. So you have intuition. So energy today, tapping into that wisdom, the knowledge that you have right there rolled up in your hand. It might be in here, but it's also all up in here and in your heart. So tapping into your intuition, your divine feminine, taking all that life's lessons, that wisdom that you have gained, and with all that, I got the Six of Swords. So crossing waters. I like what she says, moving toward better and moving away from negative. So just keep tapping into your intuition, that watery part of the female. There's the watery part that she's in right here, and those swords, mentally knowing, moving you forward. And I love how that cute little puppy is right in there as well. And it says, leave the past in the past and move unencumbered into your future. So there you go. And Kaylee, did you see this? This is a possibility, maybe for your channel.
I would love to.
You heard it here first. So what did you get for her? Night Fatima, thank you, my dear.
So I pulled from a couple different decks. I tend to like to pull from a couple different oracles. That's how I pull cards for myself. Was lost but never alone.
That's pretty.
And then the second one was when it feels right, do it. And then from the second deck I got, the Unlimited Self. And then Equality in Love.
Ooh.
So looking at those all together, I don't know if you've been feeling that kind of lack of relationship or that loneliness. I mean, I live on my own, I get it. I'm right in the middle of that kind of feeling that I'm getting from these cards. To So the whole like lost but never alone, there's that equality in the love, but also the unlimited self. So trust your gut, move forward, when it feels right, do it, which is what that card says. Use it kind of as, your motto, trust that intuition, that little spark. But just remember that you are never alone. Yes, maybe in the 3D you're living on your own or feeling that, but just know your spirit guides are always there. Your online community is always there for you. And then the last thing I did was I pulled a dragon card. So the dragon card says, trust your judgment, believe in yourself and in your truth, which I think kind of summarizes all the other cards. I hope
Very
that helps.
nice. Very, very nice. So, my friend Amanda here would like a message from her beloved. She lost her husband last year. I can't remember, Amanda, if it was September or so.
Okay.
But she wants to know if any message from him to her, and his name is Roger. So we can see if we can get any message for her.
Okay. Sure.
October, I thought it was September, but it was October. Okay, hun. Wow. And I'm going to use my new deck. It's Resurrection Oracle. Welcome to your life. So these are brand new cards to me. So I'm still using my book, Amanda, but I got some interesting cards. So message for you is growing old gracefully. And that's your first card. And know that you guys couldn't grow old gracefully together, but now is your turn to continue living your life. And again, growing old gracefully. And it says, as a key word for this, being authentically you, not trying to change who you are or to be somebody else. And that's what he loved. What one of the reasons why he loved you so much was because you were you. You were authentic. You didn't pretend to be anybody that you weren't. Um, he knew he got the full package when he got you, and he loved every bit of it. And so that's that first card, right there. I just want to see if there was another maybe keyword that might have jumped out. Um, Society has made it the standard for people not to age or let gravity show. Shame on society for this, because gravity happens to every one of us. Don't be afraid to show your age, and do not let other people dictate what is beautiful and or acceptable. And that's always been you. You never ever let anyone tell you who you could or could not be. Sometimes you would get that into your own head about you know feeling down about things like that. And but yeah, I mean, this is really the prime of our lives. From a lot of people tell us, 50s are not, 50s are like the new 30s, or 40s for a lot of people. So that's the first message right there. I did get finding your spirituality. And now this is telling me that now you have the time to be able to practice your spirituality without, because, Roger didn't, actually really believe in God, or he was an atheist. And so Amanda, had to do a lot of her things in private. So now that, you're on your own now, to make sure that you focus really on your spirituality. He knows how much that was important to you. He understands that even more now. And now this is the time for you to start really embracing, exploring who you are spiritually and ritually, and how you connect with your guides, your ancestors, and turning, speaking of ancestors, let me go to this next card. I got Turning Point, and let me pull
Heather, I'm
this
just going
up
to run to
here.
the washroom super quick.
Okay. So the turning point, the choices that we make. So now you're at a place in your life now where you can make choices to move forward, uninhibited, unencumbered. You're on your own now, and this is a lot giving you room to explore your, new job, your spirituality, um, doing things that um, you've been putting off. Maybe the art too. Um, I just want to see what it says here. The unknown is indeed scary, but you've got this. That's the line that just jumped right out. Have trust in your choices and face the moments head on. It is nice to reminisce and think about things the way they once were, but change is calling, beckoning you to shake things up a bit, helping to shape this thing we call life. Look deep inside yourself. You already know the steps to take. Coming into your own. Well, yeah, Amanda, honey. Now you have the opportunity to be able to do that. Focus on you, taking care of yourself, your needs, and finding out who Amanda is. You know, we're at that age now where we're able to, like that other card with the high priestess, and like the first one you have, growing old gracefully. Those lines are starting to show. The stretch marks, the wrinkles, the little liver spots. They're all just beautiful symbols of a life well lived, well done, well explored, and that we still, just because we are growing older, doesn't mean that we're dead yet. We're still moving forward. We still have a lot of life to live, and that's why this turning point, she's looking at you. This almost feels like an ancestor too, looking over your shoulder. And if I dare say, it kind of reminds me of mom a little bit, especially if you put that bright red lipstick on that she had in that one picture that you showed me when we were first friends. So this is kind of like looking over your shoulder, your ancestor saying, "Are you're ready now? It's time to move on." And at the bottom of the deck, I got crossing over, which is crossing over. Um, Not mean that you are going to pass, but obviously there has been someone that she has lost. They have crossed over, and she still holds the key in her hand. And yes, you still hold, you know, the key to your heart. He'll always be in that. He will always be in your heart. But now it's the time to move forward and not look back, but just knowing that he's there looking over you and keeping an eye out for you and saying, "Okay, babe, this is your time. Go for it." And I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to give it over to Kaylee.
All right, so I pulled from a couple different decks again, and then I also kind of closed my eyes there for a second and wrote what came. Um, so the new deck that I haven't used yet tonight, one here. And so the first card I pulled was the American Goldfinch. So I know you've probably heard about, people saying, cardinals are your loved ones coming, to visit, use it as a sign. So I would maybe, if you have a feeder in your backyard or something like that, keep your eyes out for goldfinches. It may be, him coming to visit you. And the message that the goldfinch has says, think positively. The beautiful goldfinch trills and twitters sweetly. Be thankful for opportunities that come your way. Your attitude and positive energy will affect the outcome of everything you undertake. And then the other bird card that I felt pulled to was the chickadee. And it says, celebrate. Chickadees flit from place to place, swooping in groups and with other birds. Alight now to celebrate all aspects of life. Come close, share your joys and your sorrows. I love feathers, so yeah, I see that, yeah. Yeah, I love collecting feathers. So yeah, if those feathers, because actually what you just said will link to, I think, what message that I got that came through. The two cards that I got from my Healing Spirits deck was, I know down at the bottom says you came to serve, but I think it was more the image than the message. So to me, that image is the two of them, there's, her higher self and him kind of communicating with each other, still having that connection between them. Is the kind of the visual I got with that. And then the other one I got is natural healing power. So yeah, that going outside, even maybe painting some sunsets. You're talking about wanting to get back to your art as a possibility. And then the other cards that I had pop out of my crystal deck, which I think all kind of summarize it, is with the work, I think you kind of hinted at it, Heather, too, is I got peace, self-love, and creativity.
There you go, Amanda. There's that creativity.
So then, as I said, I closed my eyes for 2 seconds just to see what would come through, and just to let you know, I was getting chills the entire time. I was doing those cards and everything. So what I got is, you are loved so much. I know I am gone, but like the seasons, I will return again and again. Close your eyes, listen, and you will find us in the little things. So the us I underlined because it wasn't like he didn't say me, he said us. So I think that relationship, it'll be those little happy memories that, yes, it's sad, but it'll be happy as well. And just to appreciate and hold those close to yourself, like close to your heart.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. It's been rough. Yeah, my friend Nancy lost her husband last year too, as well. So some of the people I love the most, trying to be there, for the both of them. So beautiful. Well, I'm glad you found that beautiful, Amanda. And I'll take pictures and I'll send you maybe some more snapshots of the messages from the book so you can kind of look at that. Maybe read a little deeper. Thank you guys. Those cards were spot on. All righty. You're welcome, my dear. And okay, I don't know, Sharon, if you saw my comment to you in chat. Sharon, we have read for you on this. I know I have in the recent past, and a few other readers on their channels have. Do you have another question instead that you would like to ask? Something different. I do, Amanda. I miss Roger a lot. I was kind of like the one that helped you meet Roger as well.
Yeah, it's never easy losing someone, for sure.
Yeah, I would always go in and Roger would help me, because we were financially strapped, and he worked. It's funny, he worked for an art company, right. art store, supply store, major chain in Buffalo for like 30 years, but he wasn't an artist. He had no interest in art. But there are times when I would come into Buffalo, and he would let me have. I was considered family, and I would be allowed to have a family discount sometimes, and help me be able to get some supplies for like my birthday gift, for Christmas. So. Yeah, I miss him, Amanda. I do. So okay, you said.
I mean, like, we could do it general for if Sharon still wants a reading. I'm happy doing just like a general pull for her. Or
yeah, Sharon, do you want a general? Unless you have something else in mind, because I know a lot of your questions have been surrounding your health and your health being able to go for this trip, and I know just so many other fellow readers. And I think that sometimes asking the same question over and over to different readers, maybe, expecting a different answer. I don't necessarily think that.
Hoping to get a different answer.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
yeah,
maybe we can just kind of like take a step back. Awesome.
Yeah.
Because I'm more than happy to pull cards for you on something, my dear. So let's go and pull from this deck. These cards stick a little bit. I thank you, everybody, for joining Kaylee and I tonight. And for those coming a little bit later, Allyson had a really long day today, and she was just like, girl, I'm just going to eat dinner and take a nap. And I was like, go for it. So we should be back by next Friday. She'll be back. And I know that Allyson did post a video today. She did some quick mini readings for, I believe, all the signs. So something to check out. Oh, don't be sorry you were late, Dolly. I know there's lots of other shows. People got life going on. And actually this Monday, Dolly, the Wolf Girl Oracle, is joining Nancy and I for our Divine Feminine readings. And Dolly works with the Norse Pantheon. And so we're going to be talking about some very cool, badass Nordic gods and goddesses. And if anyone's not familiar with Dolly's energy, she's just absolutely cheerful, wonderful. So please be sure to check out her channel as well. And Dolly, if you want to go ahead and put your link to your channel in the chat, go right ahead. Anybody else too here that has a channel, go right ahead and do that as well. So it's interesting, Sharon. I went to go do a general poll, and I'm pretty much getting cards that kind of went around with your question anyways. So it's all good. This seems to be what the spirit wanted to say. So this is just going to be really quick because it's really just straightforward. I got the strength card, making sure that you're strong, that you're tapping, you're well grounded, your strength is up, your health is up. I get the 10 of Cups, family, celebration, good feelings, and I have the Chariot. And the Chariot's really interesting in this deck because instead of an actual chariot, she's riding a white lion. Not white lion, white tiger, excuse me. And so, but even just presently in the moment, just making sure that you take good care of yourself, make sure that your strength is there, that nothing is, because you don't want to make any plans or do any long traveling or any long distance until you're fully strong health wise. And yeah, it came out in the cards. So far from here on, it looks good. But energy can change. This is not set in stone. So just the overall energy right now. Things look good. I'll go ahead and give it over to Kaylee.
I had to get the book out for this one because there's one card in this crystal deck that I always have to kind of read the description for. So I'm going to go over them first because they're all kind of interconnected. So I'll read the book for this, but after I show all the cards. So the first card I got was the Middle Road. So the question I asked was what does Sharon need to know right now? Or what does she, what's the message that she needs? So I got Amazonite, which is the crystal, and then the Middle Road. And then the other cards that accompanied that, which you'll see, they're all green, which is healing. Sorry, my light is horrible here at night. There we go. So the first one I got was astral travel. So a lot of the time in our dreams, we're astral traveling. So maybe you have a dream journal or pay attention to what messages you're getting in your dreams. And then I also got simplification and clearing. So I don't know if you have the ability where you are or any of that to maybe get some energy healing done. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying anything like that. But I have found myself personally getting Reiki or some other kind of healing modality like that done has made huge improvements as far as just mentally, not even physically necessarily, just even mentally. But anyway, so the Middle Road in the book here. So it says, if Amazonite has come to you today, Spirit has a message or direction concerning your chosen path in life. The time is here to empower yourself and see your achievements in life, your progress. From that space, make the choice or decision that you have been putting off. The reason for your delay where this change is concerned is that you or someone close to you isn't able to see the bigger picture as it is hidden from view. A new original path or way, gifted and governed by Spirit. The new solution is a shade of both black and the white. It combines all of the options that have resulted in the inaction to this point. Listen to the self, it only knows truth at the heart. So the affirmation is, I walk the path I am. So that middle road, that kind of balancing that the middle path. And then the next cards I got was the light in you can lead the way. That intuition. That third, okay. You can kind of see in the picture, it's her third eye, right? And then it was interesting. So this card says there's so much more to you than you think. I love that message, but I also, from looking at that picture, it almost looks like the eclipse. You know, when there's the totality and there was like all the sun rays and stuff like that you saw. May have seen pictures of. It kind of looks like the eclipse a little bit. So maybe that was the turning point. And then the two animal cards I got is Everything is Connected. Isn't that a gorgeous card? And then Change Your Perspective. So again, that change your perspective, I almost think it's...
Oh, they're birds.
They're nuthatches.
Okay.
So change your perspective. So again, it's that, like, you know, not black, not white, but maybe that mixture of gray. So try and find that middle road.
All right.
But yeah.
Thank you. And Dolly says, ooh, I love that zigzag card. Wow. Dolly said that. Yeah, that's a cool deck. That one with the spider? They did your spider.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's I actually got it for Valentine's Day from my mom, but
very nice.
It's a nice little carrying box, actually. It's travel size.
Dolly was like, yeah, that is awesome. So it is almost 9:30. Is there anybody else who would like a read? If I'll just see if anybody. Oh, Dolly says your mom rocks. Yes, she does.
I told her I don't need chocolate, but if you want to get me a tarot deck.
There you go. Less calories. Okay, Sharon.
And it'll last longer than flowers.
So Sharon said, had energy healing last week. Thank you. So there you go. Yeah.
Keep at it. It's not a quick process. I've learned that myself.
Nope. Yep. So am I. Take a step forward, a couple steps back, but always keep going forward. My mom would throw a Bible at me.
Put out in the universe that you get to the wedding.
Yeah. But you gotta make sure that you're strong.
I'll put out in the universe that you are able to go. I'll put that good energy out there for you.
It's for her highest good. Everybody's good involved, yeah. Because traveling while not, fully well or properly well can always, aggravate. That's why I make sure your strength is in place. Even if you take out the trip and everything else, just standing in your strength, standing in your truth.
Yes.
And, listening to, where you're being guided to by doctors, your higher self, your intuition, just making sure everybody's on the same playing field and that, no shortcuts being taken or anything like that, and Dolly says, I will too for sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually traveling in June for a wedding, so it's kind of interesting that she's doing the same thing, but in August.
Yep. Well, it's that time of year. Summer months are the best time
it's actually
for
a
weddings.
friend from high school. I've seen her once in the last 5 years, and she called me up and was like, hey, I'm getting married. Want to come to my wedding? There's going to be 20 people there, and I want you to be there. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, all righty. Well, you don't have anything coming up. Are you going to be a guest on
Not in the next few weeks, but
because you're talking about you were invited to Terry's channel to do poetry with Karen. When is that happening?
We're gonna
do
that. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Karen and I were gonna do that, but we've not we've not heard back from Terry yet. We've both been emailing, but we've not heard anything back. I think she was sick there for a bit, so she's now playing catch up. But it will, I think, hopefully happen at some point. So we're just waiting to hear from her, basically.
So stay tuned.
Yes, exactly. On all accounts.
To the Woo Woo and Wonderment channel. So,
yes, I was gonna say, if you want to, you won't see anything up there yet, but if you wanted to, subscribe and stuff, that it will be coming.
It's a coming.
It's a coming.
So this Sunday, poetry with Jeff and I. Monday, the 15th, Dolly is joining Nancy and I. And as of right now, nothing planned past then. So, and Lynn was lurking. We had a lurking Lynn tonight. So thank you for allowing us to share our gifts with you, and thank you for showing support. And Karen says, "I'm emailing you now." And
I was gonna say there is that in the works.
Shuffling live.
Karen was thinking about doing a video on different ways you can shuffle cards, and I told her I would co-host as a newbie, not really knowing how to shuffle cards.
So that's cool. Yeah,
she can teach me how to shuffle.
I could never do that riffle. My brother could do those cards.
No, I can't either.
And I can't. I still been trying to, even with the thin cards. I still can't do it. And I'm like, well, just not my.
I just think it'll be fun.
And I can see my brother still looking over me, laughing at me, going, "You see, you still can't do it, can you?"
Yeah. I just don't have the coordination.
I only have one niece and one nephew, no kids of my own. Aw. Well, we're sending out the best to you, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
And alrighty then. It's been a long day too here on my end. So everybody, thank you for joining us this evening. Kaylee, thank you for
You're welcome.
joining me. And next Friday, Allyson should be back. And Dolly says, my partner Chrissy was a casino dealer for many years. She can riffle anything. I bet.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Enjoy the sleep.
I was gonna say, if you need me in an emergency next Friday, I have nothing booked right now. Yeah. So.
Well, it was a crazy week for a lot of people, and between the weather and stuff and whatnot, she was like, I just can't deny. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a nap. Enjoy your nap. So, and hello, Harley, another lurker.
Yep, no problem.
Lurker. So, alrighty, everybody, have a great rest of your Friday night. Have a great weekend. And, and we'll all see you on our next show. Have a good one, everyone, and a good weekend.
Bye.